I've got 10 ways to make your first $1,000 as a content creator. I know that you may be finding yourself being brand new online and you're trying to figure out how in the world can I start making money online right now? Well, I'm going to tell you 10 different ways in which you can do right now to get started making money online. So I'm Keenya Kelly, where I'm going to teach you how to make money online and how to grow an online community. And in today's video, I'm going to help you with your first $1,000. Now, it is important to know that if you are going to have success, you're going to have to focus, okay? I'm going to tell you all 10 things, but you cannot focus on all 10 like immediately because it's just too much, okay? You're learning and it's like if you can focus on one thing, maybe two, pushing it, if you choose three, then you can definitely get yourself up to your first $1,000. You actually may even exceed going to $1,000 because there's so many ways to make money online today, and it's really, really technically very easy to be able to do so, but I'm going to tell you 10 of those things. So they are not going to be in any particular order, but I am going to tell you what they are. The first one is that you have to first choose what's the platform that you're going to utilize for monetization. Now, again, you can make money on TikTok, on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Patreon, Threads. There are so many ways to make money, but you've got to figure out what is going to be your main platform to do so. Now, which one do I think is the fastest way to monetization? TikTok, hands down. TikTok, because right now you can get on TikTok, hurry and get to 1,000 followers and start going live and making money. Period. Okay. With YouTube, it's going to take a little while. Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, Threads, all of them is going to take a while. But with TikTok, if you can hurry up and get to 1,000 followers, well, actually, they're doing it a little sooner than 1,000 followers. You can hurry up and get that live stream feature. Making money is immediate. Okay. So you want to go ahead and choose which platform that you want to make your money on. Again, if it's brand new and you're like, right now, TikTok is definitely going to be it. Number one, I said you're going to choose which platform. And then number two, you want to choose the easiest way. Now, listen, if you're going to make money on TikTok live, you have to be live. You have to like talk and create community and all that to make money on TikTok. So you might say to yourself, that does not sound easy for me. Well, listen, if you want another easy way, promote other people's products, period. So, I have like a digital course where I teach people how to use a short vertical video to make money online. And I had somebody reach out to me recently and say, hey, listen, can I promote your course for you? Do you have like an affiliate? And I said, absolutely. So my course is $597. They get 30%. That's $180. So you can find other people's products online, get an affiliate link and promote it. Like, that's just easy, right? Like you can get an Amazon store, Amazon link, and start promoting. Easy. You don't need a bunch of followers. You just need to be able to get the monetization. So could be an Amazon link or could be somebody else's. Hey, you can reach out to me and say, hey, Keenya, I want to promote your products. Which brings me to point number 3, which is affiliate marketing. So let's talk a little in detail about what it means to be an affiliate. So I mentioned Amazon a little bit. So you can go to Amazon and you can set up an Amazon influencer store, right? And basically you can find products on Amazon and then you can take your link, your influencer link, and you can promote it. Like for example, I have this tripod that I have on my desk and I take with me all the time. I tell people about it all the time. And I think the tripod is like $10. And if somebody buys the product from the link, then I get paid a small percentage. Now, if it's $1, it's still $1. What if 100 people bought this tripod? It's not mine. I don't have to make it. I don't have to ship it. I just promoted it. I could be $100, right? And so one of the things to understand is that as long as you're learning how to create videos online and you're posting them, even if you don't have a large following, like with TikTok and Reels, videos can just skyrocket and never ever hit your followers because it doesn't really matter, because when you're posting short videos, they're oftentimes they're trying to send it to new people to see your content. And so that's exactly what could happen. So you could do a product like for Amazon and you can promote it and create Reels and TikToks and drive them to your affiliate link in your bio. So number 4, and this is the biggest one, this is probably one of the biggest ones, is going to be brand deals and sponsorships. So we all have seen where people who have audiences of people and they are creating products, they're creating videos, and they're promoting certain products to their audiences. Here's the deal. If you are brand new as a creator, you might be saying to yourself, well, I don't really have an audience to promote it to. Here enters UGC, okay? UGC stands for User Generated Content, okay? For example, it's like, let's just say I own this tripod, right? And I reach out to you and I offer to pay you 100, 200, 1,000, however much money to create videos for me, right? I may tell you, can you create 5 videos for $1,000? That's $200. That may not be a lot to the average person that's been creating content, but if you're brand new, you may say, that's actually pretty good. I will give them 5 videos and I'll create and I'll edit these videos. There's your $1,000 right there. But what if you end up having 5 brands that are completely opposite from each other and all of them are paying you to create 10 videos per month? That's $5,000 a month. Right? But initially, we're just talking about how to get to your first 1,000. So user generated content where a brand reaches out to you or you reach out to them and you're sharing with them, hey, I would love to create content. I already have the product, or I would love to get the product and I can create content promoting your brand or whatever it is. You will find yourself making your $1,000 so fast because companies are looking for people to create content for them. There's not enough people that the brands know about that will create content for them on a regular basis. And all brands need a face. You literally can become the face of these brands and they're paying you 1,000. It can turn into 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. It can turn into so much, but you just have to start and then start reaching out to brands, letting them know what you want to do. The 5th tip is selling digital products. Now, this is huge, okay? Yes, you can do online courses and all that, but I'm just going to talk about templates, okay? Now, let me explain this. So you can go on a place like Etsy and you can promote certain templates. What does that mean? So I went on Etsy recently for a client and I was teaching a client about the templates that she could create around travel. And I said, let's just go to Etsy. I'm going to type in travel. And when I typed in travel on Etsy, a whole list came up that showed me all the different templates around travel. Some of them showed me your beginner's guide to Paris, your first time to Rome, your first time to Spain or whatever. And you can pay for this template and download it. And it's like $5, right? Now, if I'm new to those countries, I wouldn't mind downloading something like that. I saw someone that had 1,000 sold. I saw someone that had 4,000 sold, but I also saw someone that sold 20,000. Let's do the math on that. Hey Siri, what is $47 times 20,000? Siri said $940,000. That's a lot of money. This person created these templates one time and have them on Etsy. Oh my God. Can you imagine creating a bunch of different types of templates and you're putting them on Etsy, right? You can promote them yourself too if you want to, but just placing them on Etsy and the amount of money that you could potentially earn, it's incredible the amount of money that can be made. The challenge that most people have is they don't know what they could be making. They don't know what they could be doing that could be generating them the money that they want to generate. But digital products are amazing. The 6th one is monetizing your YouTube content, TikTok videos, and Facebook Reels. Now, all of these platforms, they have monetization opportunities, okay? So you can get into Facebook's monetization, and then as people are watching your content and they're placing ads on your videos, you start to make money through the ads. Same thing happens here on YouTube. Same thing happens on TikTok, happens on Instagram, so on and so on. But also Threads has an amazing program where you have to get so many views on your content per day. So for example, I posted something last week about dating and all this type of stuff. And the first initial one got 750 views. So that counted. So they're like, to get your first $65, you got to get 5 posts with 750 views. Okay, I hit that mark. And then I hit the next mark and the next mark. Right now, I'm in the running to make $500 from Threads. And all I'm doing is posting content and they're hitting at least 750 views. So there's so many different amazing monetization programs, but those are a little bit harder because it's going to take you a little while to create content and get invited to them. But once you get there, there's a lot of money that you can make. I watched a young lady go from never making money at all to like getting on TikTok, starting to create content as a stay-at-home mom, and she's bringing in like $2,500 a month now. That's like a full-time job. It's like a full-time job if you go outside the house, right? If she's making $2,500 a month, yeah, that's over $30,000 a year. That's a lot of money, right? Let's see. Hey Siri, what is $2,500 times 12 months?
$2,500 times 12 is $30,000.
$30,000 a year. And she's at home creating TikTok videos. What would you do with an extra $30,000, right? And so that's the same thing that you can do in order to make money and get to your first $1,000 as a creator. The seventh way that you can make money right now and get to $1,000 is you can start a coaching or consulting business. Now, let's just say that you're someone and you understand social media, you understand YouTube, you understand TikTok. Listen, there are people that don't understand it that could pay you to teach them to understand it, right? So I know a lot of people that say, well, I don't really understand TikTok. Can you help me understand it? I'm a consultant, so people don't want to pay me all the time $500. But what if you had people paying you, $75 for an hour session, or they're paying you eventually $100 or however much money for an hour session, and you're just consulting with them, right? Or you're consulting with their team. Eventually, it can turn into you running people's social media accounts. You could end up having an agency, or you end up working for them full time. You probably don't want to do that, but it will help you to be able to get to that $1,000, because the truth is, what is normal to you and easy to you is very complicated to somebody else. I was teaching people about YouTube the other night, and they had no idea some of the things that I was saying, but it's natural to me, but not normal to them, right? And so the same thing that you already know how to do, somebody will pay you for it if you started it and you started telling people that you do it. The eighth way you can get to your first $1,000 could be a membership or a Patreon, okay? So Patreon is basically where you have content and it's behind a paywall. That means that right now you can see this, right? There's no barrier for you to see this, but I could have a membership here on YouTube or a Patreon to where the only way you can see that content is if you actually are paying a monthly subscription. There's people making $50, $70, $100,000 per month on a subscription because they have a paywall and they have content behind a paywall, right? Now, it does require for you to have a community for that to work. So it's going to be harder for you to get to your first 1,000, but that is a goal that you definitely want to work towards, because let's just say you end up, it's like someone like Kai Cenat is one of the biggest Twitch streamers. He added 325,000 new subscribers to his Twitch stream. And let's do the math on that. Hey Siri, what is 325,000 times $5 a month?
25,000 times $5 is $1,625,000.
$1.6 million a month from a membership. You can have that exact same thing. That one's a little bit harder because it requires you to build a community. The ninth thing you want to note about making your first $1,000 is that, listen, you got to make sure that you are following all the guidelines, okay? Because here's the deal. You don't want to get to where you're making money and you're happy and then you're violating things. So like TikTok, it makes it clear you can't repost old content. You can't duplicate content. It has to be your original content or they're not going to pay you. You want to make sure that whatever the guidelines are, in order to be compensated, that you are following those guidelines. Like for Etsy, don't go and steal somebody's template, recreate them and make them as your own. Don't do that. Create your own stuff, all right, and follow the guidelines. And then number 10, once you get yourself to that first $1,000, now we want to get you to $2,000. So one of the things you want to do as a process is that as you're going to this journey to 1,000, you want to be documenting what's working well, what's not working well. How did you make money here? How did you not make money? All right, because once you get to 1,000, you're going to want to get to 2. And it's easier to get to 2 than it is to get to 1, because now you already have the system. And then once you get to 2 to get to 4, so on and so on, the more you document the process that you're going through, the easier it becomes to double it, what it is that you want to double, right? It's like with me and my business, when I first got to 50,000, it was very hard, but to go from 50 to 100,000 was easier because I just doubled my efforts. And then to go from 100,000 to 400,000 was a lot of work, but it was easier because I knew I needed to quadruple my efforts and bring people on to be able to help me. So all of that is going to help you to be able to make the most amount of money. But again, I really, really want you to focus, okay? I really want you to determine what's the first way I want to make money. Again, remember, all these social media platforms will definitely pay you, okay? Once you get invited into the monetization programs. But the number one you can get paid on right now is Amazon. You can get paid on Amazon right now without any followers, any of that. But the one that's going to pay you the most, I think, out the gate is going to be TikTok. So getting yourself with a live stream on TikTok, going live on a regular basis, and then creating content on all these different platforms. Okay. If you got any questions about this, just ask me in the comments. I'll definitely be sure to respond to you and help you. If you want some coaching, I would love to help you to be able to make money in your business. You can ask me in the comments and then we can see how we can work together, or you can always send me a DM. And so be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so that every single time I have a new video, you will get the alert and we'll stay connected. So thanks for watching.